Hey, how's it going, everyone? Welcome to the Swamp Gas Podcast. Recently, I discussed an alternative theory to the alien abduction phenomenon, stating the potential for people who may have had a genuine encounter weren't able to process the information and later suffering from dissociative amnesia. I want to provide a different theory to dissociative amnesia. If you didn't already listen to episode number 7, The Seven Senses, you might want to review it before this one. The reason being is that telepathy is real, and Neuralink has recently proven that we can connect and remotely control technology with a chip implanted in our brain. It won't be long before two subjects with Neuralink implants can communicate with each other. You might say, yeah, that's not a telepathic signal, it's a Wi Fi signal. Well, what do you think telepathy is? Don't forget, we created that technology, and we still can't figure out how we got here. I have a question. Have you ever had a dream and woken up questioning why you would even dream that to begin with? Some dreams are incredibly vivid and detailed in a way that doesn't even make sense why you dreamt it. Let's say you were dreaming of having a conversation with a group of people, and you're talking about something so random that you have never even thought about it until you woken up. Is that a dream? Maybe it's not. Perhaps it's remote viewing. Or maybe you're picking up someone else's thoughts telepathically. If you've listened this far, you might know exactly what I'm talking about. So, if you're not sitting down, you might want to take a seat and hold on to something because down the rabbit hole we go. So let's recap. We already know a rudimentary version of telepathy has recently been created. We know it's possible to send data signals across the world within milliseconds. It hasn't yet been proven that two subjects with neural implants can communicate with each other remotely, but that will follow relatively soon. Remember that we created this technology. Or did we? Regardless of your beliefs, it is proven to be true. So, how does telepathy apply to you? We spoke about those random vivid dreams that you have had, but you cannot explain, especially considering how you never think about those topics or can even remember talking to someone or watching a movie recently that would explain why you had those dreams to begin with. So then we have to begin to accept an alternative idea, and that you are not the one actually having those thoughts, and that you are potentially picking up a signal from someone else you don't even know. After all, how do you think you're listening to my voice right now? When someone can remotely connect to a signal coming from another being, they are generally in a very deep meditative or dream state, unless the person is proficient at it. Everyone can do this at some level. Typically, when somebody is in REM sleep, their body goes into sleep paralysis. They cannot physically move. The body does this to prevent injury to itself while acting out your dreams. So let's imagine for a moment that you're in a deep meditative state or REM sleep, and you are telepathically connecting with someone in either remote viewing or picking up their thoughts or memories. You freak out and wake up. And between states of consciousness, you're still seeing what they're seeing. And at the same time, you're in a paralytic state. So you're paralyzed in bed while telepathically connecting to another being, either having an experience or memory. You can see your room, but at the same time, you can still see what they're seeing. Does this sound familiar? Someone is having an experience with an extraterrestrial at some other place or point in time. You see the ET in front of you, but at the same time, you're paralyzed in bed. You're scared, close your eyes, fight to move, wake up from your paralytic state, reopen your eyes, and now you're alone. Or perhaps after closing your eyes because you were between states of consciousness, you unknowingly fell back asleep, only to open your eyes and it's 7 a.m. and it's light outside and you're alone in bed. Who knows? Maybe it was your experience, maybe it wasn't. Perhaps you were remotely connected to someone having the experience. Perhaps it was their dream or memory. There's no way to know. Regardless of the situation, there is one thing that's for sure. You have the ability to send and receive information telepathically, and there is more that you can do with it than you know. If you've had any experiences like this or something close, be aware that you are capable of doing much more than you think. This is important because not everyone can do this, and the door is open for you to have greater experiences. If you want to know more about the UFO phenomenon, please visit our website at swampgas.info and click on the resource section for links to videos of other people's encounters with extraterrestrial crafts. Thank you very much for listening, and have a great day.